Have you ever wondered how the Roman kingdom was ruled? Picture this. It's 753 BCE, and the legendary Romulus has just founded what would become one of the most influential civilizations in history, the Roman kingdom. As the first king of Rome, Romulus's reign marks the beginning of an era that would shape the ancient world. But here's where it gets interesting. The tales of these early rulers, including Romulus, are often more myth than fact. They are shrouded in mystery and intrigue, with historians debating their historical accuracy. Was Romulus real or just a figment of the Roman imagination? Did he truly kill his twin brother Remus in a fit of rage over the city's founding, or is this simply a dramatic embellishment of history? These questions continue to puzzle scholars, making the early Roman kingdom a fascinating topic of exploration. The reign of the Roman kings is a tapestry woven with tales of courage, deceit, and power. 7 kings are said to have ruled Rome during this period, each contributing to the city's growth and development. From Romulus's establishment of religious and political institutions to Servius Tullius's social and military reforms, these rulers laid the groundwork for what Rome would become. But the monarchy didn't last forever. A revolution in 509 BCE signaled the end of the Roman kingdom and the birth of the Roman Republic. This was a seismic shift in Rome's political landscape, replacing the absolute power of the kings with a system of elected officials and shared governance. The echoes of this transformation can still be heard today in the democratic systems around the world. Yet, despite the debates and the transition to republicanism, the legacy of the Roman kingdom is undeniable. The institutions established, the laws enacted, and the military strategies developed during the reign of these early kings would go on to influence Rome for centuries to come. While the details of these ancient kings might remain shrouded in mystery, their legacy has undoubtedly shaped the course of history. When the Roman Republic was established, the rule of kings was replaced with a unique citizen-soldier model. Now, this wasn't a spontaneous change. It was a gradual process that transformed ordinary Roman citizens into the legendary legionaries, the backbone of the Roman military might. Legionaries, you see, weren't just soldiers. They were citizens, plucked from their everyday lives and rigorously trained to serve Rome. Their training was no stroll in the park. It was a grueling regimen that demanded not just physical strength, but mental agility and unyielding discipline. Imagine being trained to march in perfect formation, each step in sync with hundreds of others. This wasn't just for show. Marching in formation was a crucial part of the Roman military strategy. It allowed the legions to move swiftly across the battlefield, maintaining order amidst the chaos of war. Physical fitness was just the tip of the iceberg. The training extended to mastering various weapons, from the gladius, a short sword perfect for close combat, to the scutum, a large rectangular shield, and the pilum, a deadly javelin. Each weapon required a unique skill set, and proficiency in their use was non-negotiable. But Rome didn't just need strong, skilled fighters, it needed a cohesive fighting force. This is where teamwork came into play. Soldiers trained together, fought together, and often died together. This fostered a deep sense of camaraderie, a bond that made them fight not just for Rome but for each other. The citizen-soldier model wasn't just about creating soldiers. It was about creating a military force that was disciplined, versatile, and adaptable. It was about taking ordinary citizens and forging them into a formidable fighting force, capable of conquering vast territories and holding them under Rome's rule. This unique model of military training was one of the reasons behind the success of the Roman legions. It created a military force that was not just physically strong and skilled, but also disciplined and united. The discipline instilled in these citizen soldiers laid the foundation for the famed Roman legions. At the heart of the Roman legion was the century, a tactical unit that played a crucial role in both training and combat. Each century was composed of about 80 men led by a centurion. These men were more than just comrades in arms. They were a family, living, training, and fighting together. This close bond fostered a sense of camaraderie and mutual support that was invaluable on the battlefield. Imagine being in a century. You know each man beside you, his strengths, his weaknesses, his fears. You've shared meals, endured grueling training sessions, and faced the enemy together. You're not just fighting for Rome, you're fighting for your brothers. This was a key factor in the effectiveness of the Roman military machine. The century was a cohesive unit, a single entity moving and fighting in unison. The century, therefore, was much more than just a tactical unit, it was a brotherhood. A Roman soldier was expected to be proficient in several weapons. And this wasn't just a matter of showmanship, this was survival, this was victory, this was Rome. First we have the gladius, the Roman short sword, a double-edged beauty designed for close combat. It was the bread and butter of a Roman soldier, their most trusted companion in the heat of battle. Next we have the scutum, a large rectangular shield. More than just a defensive tool, it was a weapon in its own right, perfect for bashing and shoving enemies off balance. Then there was the pilum, a long javelin. Thrown before hand-to-hand combat began, it was designed to penetrate enemy shields and armor, causing chaos and confusion in enemy ranks. Mastering these weapons required extensive training. Soldiers drilled tirelessly, repeating the same movements until they became second nature. This extensive training in weaponry was a vital part of the Roman military's success. It was the iron that sharpened iron, the flame that forged the might of Rome. Roman kings often led their armies into battle, but with the shift to the Republic, military leadership also underwent a transition. The monarchy's fall marked the rise of elected military commanders, the consuls and generals. These men, chosen by the people, carried the heavy mantle of military strategy and leadership. They were more than just figureheads, they were the brains behind the Roman military machine. The Roman military campaigns were nothing short of extensive. From the sun-scorched deserts of Africa to the rain-soaked forests of Germania, Roman soldiers had to adapt to a myriad of terrains and enemies. Their training was thorough, focused not just on physical prowess but also on the ability to think on their feet, to adapt, to survive. This adaptability, born out of rigorous training and practical experience, was a crucial part of the Roman military's success. And whether under a king or a consul, the Roman military was a force to be reckoned with. The late Roman Republic saw significant changes in the military, transforming it into a professional force. These changes were brought by the Marian reforms, introduced by Gaius Marius, a Roman general and statesman. The reforms included recruiting non-landowners, which opened the doors for more citizens to serve Rome. This was a significant shift as it allowed the army to grow in size and diversity, while also standardizing training across the board. Training wasn't just about drills and mock battles, it also encompassed gladiatorial training, a unique aspect of Roman martial culture. Gladiators, although not exclusively soldiers, underwent intense training in combat techniques. This training was not just for show in the Colosseum, but also translated into real-world military efficiency. The gladiatorial arena was a crucible where tactics, courage, and physical prowess were tested and honed. From citizen soldiers to gladiators, the Roman military was a testament to the power of training and discipline. The Roman military left an indelible mark on history. From the reign of Romulus to the fall of the Republic, their citizen-soldier model, rigorous training, and the camaraderie within centuries shaped a formidable force. Their proficiency with weapons like the gladius, scutum, and pilum was unparalleled. Leadership shifted from kings to elected commanders, adapting to diverse campaigns. The Marian reforms further professionalized the army, and gladiatorial training added a unique edge. So the next time you think of the Roman Empire, remember the citizen soldiers, the centuries, the gladiators, and the indomitable spirit of the Roman military.